some people that are still watching this video now, they made New Year resolution December 31st, right? And they are not going to take action. You made New Year resolution, and few months into that year, you have already achieved that goal that you set out for yourself. That's very powerful. How are you doing today? Welcome, and thank you for joining this session. Yay! So in this particular session, I'm going to be interviewing Felix Chidi, and Felix just relocated to the US. He worked with Vantage Migration while he was on his relocation journey. And today we are going to be welcoming him for him to gist us, what went on behind the scene. Aren't you interested? Okay, so first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Hello, Chidi just joined. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully through the study abroad route. All right? So we teach how to get admissions, scholarship, study loan, and anything you really need in order to successfully relocate abroad. So today we're going to be welcoming Chidi. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right? So I'm just going to be bringing Chidi on board right away. I know he's here. Let's see. I'm super excited. I'm pumped. So if you have questions, feel free to drop it. Hello. How are you?
Hello, Dr. Linda. I'm fine, thank you. Good to see you. Officially, I'm talking to you, right?
That's amazing. Thank you. I'm sure this is the first time we're doing like a one-on-one kind of thing like this.
During the process, each time I say I want to talk to Dr. Linda, message will just come in. Go to the Facebook page.
Yes. So, we prefer people to talk on the official discussion forum. It helps learning. That's why we actually do that. So that if I'm answering your question, another person who doesn't even, who hasn't thought of that question can actually learn from it without only waiting for when they're going to come up with their own questions. So we use the three-way learning system so that students can learn from other students.
Yeah, that's right. That's good.
It's all right. How are you doing today? Where are you joining me from?
Missouri, St. Louis, US.
St. Louis, US. That's awesome. That's awesome.
First of all, I want to say thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you. I can't thank you enough for all you have done for me. I'm so grateful. Thank you again. You're a lifesaver, Dr. Linda. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to get into the details because even myself, I don't know what went on behind the scene, right? Because everybody's story is a bit different. So maybe we'll start with an introduction. You can introduce yourself, like maybe your profession or what you were doing before you relocated. Are you single? Or are you married? As the case may be. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, I am Chidi Felix Okafor from Nigeria, Anambra State. Before I started the process, I was working with a company like Indomie in Nigeria, but I wasn't enjoying the work anymore. I got tired. It became monotonous. I wasn't getting. I was seeing the money, but it was not just enough again. Things were changing in Nigeria, so I just needed an escape route, and that was how all these things, my dreams started, how I picked interest in this study abroad and all that. But before that, I have seen you on Facebook, and I was hearing all the testimony, but I did not believe. Me, I'm a doubting Thomas. I did not believe. Then, God has a way of talking to someone. Then my friend now dropped your video again. I was like, huh? You should know her in game. You know this person? I said yes. She said yes. How legit? She said, very legit. I said, okay, my person is here. No worry. I'm gonna do this. So 2021, I sent you a message in 2021. You replied, but I didn't have the money like that. The project here and there. So I said, okay, this is 2022 project. So I think it was 1st of January when we started. I didn't want to do my New Year resolution was just to travel. So 1st of January this year, I sent a message that Dr. Linda, it is 2022. I said 2022, and you replied me. So you told me how to do the application. I just came like 6 months. It's not up to 2 months. I started in January 10th when we started the classes, and here I am. Did everything behind the scene. Like when we were doing the training, the master hacks training, as the training was going on every night, I didn't sleep for like 1 month in the night. I did not sleep because I was like, take action, take action, take action. My friends, my neighbors started calling me Mr. Action because in the night you'll be hearing noise in my house. That's when I'll be cooking. That's when I'll be doing things. They started calling me Valid Dreams because if you come to my house, you just see a big banner, Valid Dream. In my house, I put Valid Dream. They let me be seeing it, then action. And so they started calling me Mr. Action, Mr. Valid Dream. Yeah. From that January 10th when we started the classes, I didn't sleep because I go to work in the daytime, come back around like 8. So I'll start everything, the training, the classes. As I'm writing, I'm doing everything. And that was how it worked for me. Throughout January, I did not sleep. Sleep did not see my eye like this because I said this year will not pass me by. Did my CV, everything, and here I am enjoying the place.
Wait, I'm curious. How long did it take you in total? So you started this training January 10th,
2020.
January 2022?
Yeah, January 10th, 2022.
Wait, so how many months did it take you from the time you started this training to the time you arrived in US?
I left for the US in ending of May. Like the last 31st
months.
Yes, it would have even been earlier. It would have even been earlier. But I delayed it because my visa came like 2 months afterwards. But I delayed it. Yeah, I delayed. I didn't want to come out. I didn't want to just come until I watched a video again from you that says the fear people have when they're traveling abroad. Just when I watched that video and conquered that fear of traveling, then I now said, okay, let me pack my bag and go. I got the visa and I still stayed like a month because I did not want to go again after getting the visa. Just until I watched your video again. People that want to travel, just to eliminate that fear. After that, I now traveled.
This is amazing. My brain is just booting like, okay, digest this story. And please, if you're watching us, you feel free to drop your questions because the story is just too good to be true. Even me, I'm shocked. Like, how were you able to? Let me ask you, because I'm sure this will be on people's minds. So if you are saying from January to May it's like 5 months, but then you are saying you even got your visa a month before, so we can practically say 4 months, right? So I know you said like from what you said you didn't sleep and everything, but like tell me what's like the timeline? Like when did you apply? When did you get the admission? When did you apply for visa? Like I'm curious. I'm sure somebody else will watch it.
Like I was doing it simultaneously. Like a friend of mine who did as well. He waited to finish the training before he applied. I was applying as I was learning. That was how I was doing it. So each step we do, I put it into my papers and so that is how I was doing it. As I was learning, I was not waiting for time. As I was learning, your A list, B list, I was just doing it like that, and I was putting it in the paper. All in all.
Wow. You know, wow. This is a very good information for somebody to know, because you know that training is designed to be step by step in such a way that I know it's going to be like tasking if somebody actually follow it step by step. But our goal or our wish is that somebody can actually follow it that way, instead of, because some people say, okay, let me finish the training, then I'll
Yeah.
start the process. But you'll be able to do it within a very short time of like 4 months, because it's like you are taking the training, you are doing the assignments, you are implementing what you are learning. So that means that like you are the ideal student, like the way we design the training, you follow it
Let me bust
exactly
your
like
head.
that.
Let me bust your head. I didn't want to apply to many schools. Like, I just had 3 schools in mind, and the 3 of them gave me admission. And admission came in February. All of them came in February. So it was the visa application that even delayed it. Because if visa had come earlier, maybe by now I would not be saying I just came. I would have been like, I've stayed like 2 months, 3 months, and all that. So that was how it was. And
You are fire. You are so.
and again, what people don't know is that when they want to apply for visa or for studies abroad, like you gave us a secret to email the lecturer. Email the lecturer. So I was working directly with the lecturers. Like before, I was just applying open-endedly to the school. But once you should target a lecturer. So I went to their bios, read everything, someone that aligned to what I wanted to do. I now sent him a message. He replied. He was the one telling me every step of how to do. So that was how I did it.
Wow. Okay, let's start unpacking this story, because it's like your story is like, you know, those times, I don't know if you watch action movie, sometimes they'll be shooting guns. Then there's this thing, I've forgotten the name they call it. Is it DJ something? Like when they bring it like this, they always hold it like this, and like, what's the name of that instrument? I don't.
I remember.
But there's this one that once they bring it, you know that whatever they are targeting, the thing, it will just blow it up. I forgot to BJ something, or I've forgotten the name. Please, anybody that is watching, if they remember that this is how RPG. Somebody already said the RPG. So I don't know the meaning of RPG, but I know that if you're watching action movie and they bring RPG, just know that everything has finished. So this your story is like RPG, because it's like a bomb. So let's start from the beginning. So you were working, because some people, because they are working, they'll feel like, oh, they are working, they will not have time. You know, they won't have time for this training. But you were working. So what you are saying now is that you used your nights for the training.
Every night.
You used your nights, because the training is flexible, so that you choose your own time. Because everybody, we know that busy working class are going to, like, different people have different working schedule. You can't say everybody assemble 4 p.m. Your 4 p.m. you may be available. Somebody, that is when they are just finishing from work. Another person is still at work. Another person is in traffic jam. You know, different people have different schedule. But you decided to choose nights. And then you talked about, you know, being able to, it's like personalize all these things we are saying. Take action, valid dreams, you know. That's very powerful. I remember one lady that I interviewed, and she told me that she changed her password to abroad. So that
my own, I went to printing press, I put a big banner, valid dream, another one, action. So
that's great.
when people come around, they'll be like, what's this new, this your New Year resolution? But they didn't know where I was coming from. So some people will be calling me action, some people will be calling me valid dreams. But in the end.
Wow, you're an inspiration. You're an inspiration.
In it, and it's working for me.
True, it's good. You know, sometimes we'll be saying this and it will look like a motivation, but those motivations, if you're able to apply them in your own life, you know, it works. It works. So it's really good that you're able to do that. It's really good. And look at you now. Like this is the shortest I've seen so far. At least we had a record of 5 months. So you've gladly broken that record. You've broken that record. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations. You. Yeah. Now, let's talk about some of the things I got from your story. So first, you talked about even though you've seen us and you wanted to walk through the study abroad process, but it was when your friend now came and said, do you know this lady? that you know you were like, so my friend also know this lady. So I want to shout out to your friend, because sometimes we may not even appreciate our friends more, but friends can help other friends. By the way, friend that is not helping is that one friend, but friends can really play a great role.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and I really want to. Some people, they are here watching us right now, but they may know this information, but they'll feel like my friend don't feel need that. My friend don't need it, or let me not even share. Some people maybe they'll feel like when I finish traveling, hey, my friend do not know about it. But I really want to encourage people to, even if you share the link of a video, like a video like this with a friend, you don't know how far it can go towards helping that person achieve their dream. Because what are friends for? I know we'll say what are friends for, if not for inconveniences, but please, this is a time to help your friend. It's not only to inconveniencing them. So if you call someone a friend, it's good to share great information with them. So I'm very happy, and shout out to your friend that is it a she was able to do that. You said Nkem.
Yes, Nkem, yes.
Nice. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So that's one of the things I got from your story. Then the other one was you were talking about New Year resolution, how you started immediately as soon as the year, like you made a New Year resolution and you kept to it. Because many people will make New Year resolution, even some people that are still watching this video now, they made New Year resolution the last December 31st, right? And they are not going to take action. This year will still come and go soon. Meanwhile, you made New Year resolution, and as soon as January started, it's like you jumped down running. And few months into that year, you have already achieved that goal that you set out for yourself. That's very powerful, because so many people, New Year resolution is still inside bag right now, unfulfilled.
Yes.
So what made you, let me ask you, so have you always been this go-getter, or like what made you pounce on your New Year resolution like this? Tell me more. I'm curious.
That's how I am. Anyways, if I say I'm going to get something, I must get it. Nothing stops me. Like, I'm very proactive. Like, very stubborn when it comes to like getting what I want to get. And for the fact that I didn't have anybody on my side, no support and anything, so I just had to put in every effort to do what I want to do.
Wow. Congratulations. And you talked about that you got partial funding.
Yes.
That's good.
Let me bust your head, Dr. Linda. Most times in Nigeria, people are scared of these white people, but they are not like that. When they gave me the scholarship, partial funded scholarship, it was a $77,000 scholarship, but they gave me 35. Then I now asked the lecturer, "Sir, is there nothing else you can do for me?" Yes,
wait, let me understand. It's a total of 47, but they gave you $35,000 scholarship.
The total was $77,000.
Okay.
$77,000, yes. Then they gave me 35. I now asked the lecturer.
That's about half.
Yes, they gave me half. I now asked the lecturer, I'm coming from Africa. I'm going to pass through so many seas. I was friendly to him. I said I was going to pass so many seas. I'm coming to an entirely new environment. There's no family. There's no mother. There should be something else you can do for me. Then he now said, okay, I should relax. He now sent me a link for private scholarships in the school, like individual scholarship. I now applied to 5 of them. I applied to 5 of the personal scholarship. And each of them is 5,000. That is 5 times 5, 25. I succeeded in getting 3. That is $15,000 scholarship.
That's great.
So on getting that's 15,000 plus 35. That's 50. Yeah, that's have like 25 left. that's I have like $25,000 scholarship left. So while I was in Nigeria, people were like, calculate this money, 25 times 600 is still a big money. I said, Dr. Linda has given us, I told them that Dr. Linda has given us scope. If wars come to us, I take loan. I now go, if wars come to us, I'll take loan. That I cannot just spend and just remain there. I now came into the school again. On arrival, I went to my academic advisor. I said, Madam, see you, I have obeyed you. You said I should come. That when we enter the youth, we should not roam around. I have come. What is the price for obedience? The people that have obedience, it's just like walk out your salvation. I think when I was coming, I just like walk out your salvation. When I got there, I was like, see, Madam, I have come. What is the price? What is the price for obedience? She said, which kind of person are you? That was the question she asked me. That where am I coming from? But fortunately for me, she's a Ghanaian American. She was like, which kind of person are you? I said, this is me, the person you have been talking to on mail and all that. She said, what do I want her to do? I said, show me how to catch fish. Don't teach, don't give me the fish. Show me how can I get work more scholarship? She now said I should go to the library. That they are giving library scholarship. That if I can apply for library scholarship. I now went to the library scholarship. They gave me $10,000 scholarship.
Hey God, somebody will be helping for doing entertainment today.
It's just like, I just know that when I was coming here, I put up my mind that Nigeria, anyhow, things must work out. So they gave me $10,000 scholarship. Remain $15,000 scholarship. Remain $15,000. I now applied for a loan of $15,000. I now went to my financial department. Although they have given me the loan, Empower gave me the loan. On reaching to his office, he said, no, I don't need the loan that the school gave me on that scholarship again. I'll say, scholarship for what? I didn't know that it was hidden scholarship. I said, this one is God, because I've not applied for any other scholarship that is hidden. I don't know any hidden scholarship. So that is how everything cleared. In short, it's just God. Let me first of all tell God thank you, because God also tried. From 77, they gave me 35. Sakamaji, I walked out the other one. It's how it is now in Nigeria. We have to hustle.
Negotiation
Yeah.
plays a great role, which is one of the things we teach at the master class, right? Like, you can negotiate your way out. I've seen people that they had partial scholarship and they negotiated to full scholarship. So, and in fact, you are a living witness. Everybody is just like, wow, wow, wow. You are a living witness right here with us right now, because you can move from partial to full through negotiation.
Yes.
And one great thing with
they are really interested in Africans. Once they see, because when I got to the school was like that they really needed an African in the department, because it shows that they're just having only whites, that there's no diversity, there's no inclusion. They're just telling me long English that why they needed an African, that they needed to show inclusion, they needed to show equity, they needed to show diversity and all that. So I fit into all the boxes. That's what they told me.
Exactly.
Because in my class, we only black. And it was like, to them, it was somehow where everybody's white, no black and all that. So they needed inclusion, needed diversity, they needed equity. So that was
let me say something. One mistake I see people make is that, you see what you're saying now, all this, let me use the word prowess that you are exhibiting, which I always tell people, when you see people that went through this Vantage Migration training, when you hear them talk, it's like you can note the difference, because they talk like masters of their craft. You understand? The person knows what to do. Look at, somebody was telling you in Nigeria, 25,000 is still left, but you had an option. You understand? So this is what somebody that knows how it works. Let's say if you bring 100 people and give them the same admission you got, 99% of them will resume, because they will not know what to do next. So sometimes I'm saying that because something came up as people are typing now. They're always saying, give me the link, give me this, give me the name of, don't give it to them, please. Give me the name of the school, give me. Because when you give it to that person, you even shoot them in the leg. When that person gets to your school now, your school may even still give them the same scholarship they gave to you. They won't know what to do because they don't. It's like you just know one thing. You are not well rounded. You know, to be able to navigate through this whole thing, it requires being rounded in knowledge. If not, other people will talk you out of your dream. Other people will talk you out of your dream if you don't know what you are doing. Every step, there is a risk. Even with the school, even being able to interact with the school, knowing what to say, the confidence, you don't just get it because somebody sent you a link. You don't just get it because somebody sent you a link. Here we are now talking about, like you were giving an example of how you took the training step by saying, in the sense that when we say, oh, do this, you go and do it. When we say, do this, you go and do it. Instead of some people, I know people that they will take this training, they will leave it for 1 year, 2 years, then they will come and say, Dr. Linda, maybe this is like 2024. They will say, Dr. Linda, I took your training in 2022. I'm just wondering, you know, something you took 2 years ago and probably you never even practiced. What is the chance that you will actually remember all the things you were supposed to practice? Because even when we say, oh, do this assignment, apply to your school as a test so that you will learn the process, those persons may not do. So I just hope that the way I look at it is, I don't ever want somebody that is unserious to come to us, because I always say, instead of dashing me your money, dash it to the poor close by. They will make better use of it. I don't look like somebody that need for people to come and sow seed into my life. You understand my point? Like, if you want to get trained, yes, but if it's that come and dash Dr. Linda money, it's useless and waste of time. Even waste of the money, because you will have given it to the poor close to you and they will bless you forever, you know. So I just hope that people we learn the lessons from what you are saying, and stop this give me link, give me name, give me, because when they finish giving you name, you are not moving to anywhere. Come this time next year, you are still where you are. Instead, it's better for that person to learn how it works, so that it's not everybody that have, let me use word, it's not everybody that have the same curve ball like you know. Some people will do their application, they'll get the scholarship at once. Some people may end up not using extra scholarships, but when the going gets tough, only the tough will keep going, you know. Exactly. When the going gets tough, only the tough will keep going, and you don't know what can happen in this journey. We have a lot of people chatting us inbox or emailing me all the time, say, Dr. Linda, where I've gotten this, the school gave me partial scholarship, where do I get the rest of it? And you know the way, I'm not saying I'm Jesus, but you know the way Jesus will say, go away, I do not know you. When we told you to take training, you refused. When we told you to learn this, you refused. So now, because we don't jump in halfway, right? Because exactly. The reason is because even if you give the person, like some people, they'll come and say, please, loan. When you now give them the link, they'll say, hey, please, they say I should fill this form. How do I do it? You tell them that one. Hey, now the school said, like it never ends. It always comes as if it's that first question that the person has, but it never ends. But working with Vantage Migration students, I know that if somebody comes to me and asks one question, one thing or one line I'll drop for the person is like, it just remind them of, oh, I should have done this, it's true, they will go and do it. But when you are working with people that are not trained, they have every question, every part of the way, So I just hope people get trained. Get trained is more important than just looking for links. And most times, how much are they saving? Look at the amount you are calling now, $70-something thousand, which I know that there are still many more coming for you, because many times, just like even they've given you a secret, which is that they are looking for diversity. So what usually happens is that when you notice that other scholarships apply, because when they give 3, if they want to give 5 people, they want to include you, because they always want to spread it out. So any scholarship, just be applied. That's how you will see that now you've covered your fees, but you will even still get more and more and more. That's the truth. And funny, you got loan, but now you don't even need the loan.
Don't need it.
Oh, happy for you.
I didn't know what was included in the terms of finances. because I didn't know how to read it. I was just seeing some, yeah. So they now told me that inside where and where that there's something for me. I said, okay, let me take it.
That's good. Amazing. Amazing story. Like, wow. Wow. I'm wowed. Me, I'm wowed. Seriously. Guy, you did well. You did well for
Thank
yourself. Yeah.
you.
You mentioned the friend that finished the training and started. Are they making progress?
Yes.
Okay. It's okay. That's fine. So now okay, we've talked about a friend referring you. Well, at least let me say adding a second, maybe a second go ahead on what you already knew about before. Then the fact that you had New Year resolution and the year started and you went out of your way to make that happen. Of course, you're a working class person, but instead of having the excuse of I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time, instead you decided to use your night night off. And what I love most is that you were able to do this within a space of, say, 4 months by doing it the step-by-step way. Like, instead of waiting to finish training before you start your process, to start doing all the things we are talking about as the training is going on, which is really a great way. So let me ask you, what's your advice for somebody that is watching now? Are you single?
Very much single. Single. Very single. I'm single.
Okay. Yes, so let me ask you because okay, I'll leave it there. Okay, that's good. You know that some people, let me even comment on that, right? Some people feel that because of this whole proof of tie to home country and all that, that if you are single, you won't be able to get visa. But it's not true. So I'm happy too that they are seeing living witness here. So that's okay. What's your advice for somebody that is about to start this process? A single guy.
Well,
Let's advise the single guys in the house.
this is actually my first time applying to the US, and I got it. Because people kept on saying you can never get to US, you can never get US. If you're working, you having a job is a tie to your home country. You don't need to be married for anything, and just assume that confidence. Exude the confidence. They want to see someone who knows how to talk, someone who is serious, someone who has a passion for something. You must not be a doctor, because when I went for the interview, many doctors were bounced. You must not be a doctor for you to apply for visa anywhere. And secondly, do it yourself, because doing it yourself gives you the step-by-step, gives you the history of how you came along, how you went across all these things. Because when I went to the embassy, they asked me why. They asked me this, why did you do this? So I had a knowledge of what I was doing. I had a history. But if you do it to an agent, when you apply for something and not tell you what you applied for. Because simple question like, what's the name of your department? Or three lecturers in your school. I told them 3 lecturers that I was communicating with, and then they typed it. They sent a message to them. Do you know this person? Do you know this person? In the embassy. So if an agent does it for you, you don't know anybody in the school. You don't have any evidence. Yes, they told me that the reason why they gave me is because I was able to say 3 lecturers in the school that I was communicating with. But if you do it with an agent, you don't know anybody.
See,
you don't even know
embassy people are very tricky. Very tricky. In such a way that if you want to do like this, they will catch you. They will catch you. And see, some people don't understand the value of the training that we do. I'm still going to, sorry, I'm cutting you short. They don't understand it because they just feel like, not be training, not be to get admission. They like, sometimes it's like I should open their brain and put the reason inside and cover it back so that the person, I won't even need to be talking too much, the person will understand. See, and sometimes the question they will ask you, they are so simple that if you fail it, 1, everybody knows you are lying. 2, you will look like a big fool. You understand? Like, there was a time I applied for visa to Germany. I was still in Nigeria then. I was even in school. So I told them I'm a dental student. Do you know the question the lady asked me when she was trying to figure out whether she should give me the visa or not? She said, "Show me your molar." First I was like, "Show me your molar." And I pointed it to her. So I said, okay. Do you know why she said that? I said I'm a dental student. So if I'm a dental student, I should know what a molar is. It's simple, but maybe let's say I'm in sciences, let's say I'm reading law, I may not know what a molar is, right? So it's like, it's very simple, yet it will just separate the sheep from the goat. It will just separate them fast. So when like US visa is so easy to get if you know what you're doing. And it's so hard to get if you don't know what you're doing, because they ask you a question like this, simple question, you see yourself rolling over and over. One guy was telling me that when he got me, he got full scholarship from a university in US, right? This school is a very, maybe like a school in one, like in a small town. They asked this guy, so what's your school ranking? He said the school is the best in US.
Hey.
Yeah. I know that, like, I know what he was trying to say. Like, you know the way, like, as let's say for example, as a Nigerian or as an African, you'd be like, my school is the best. You don't care whether it is the best on paper or not. School that does not, probably doesn't even have so much of a ranking. Like, if you say the school is the best, where is Harvard? Where is Harvard now? Do you understand? This school is not Harvard, and where is all that top MIT, you know, and all those kind of stuff. So this guy said the school is the best. Is in US. In his mind, school is in US. He's not the one that applied for that. He's like, he got it through their local government or something like that. Like, they selected them for that scholarship. Somebody maybe like put their name. He fumbled. He could not even talk about the school. He could not talk about the scholarship they gave to him. Why they selected him for the scholarship, he could not. They denied him visa. He applied again, they denied him. Because he doesn't know what he's going to US to do. This is the conclusion of the visa officer. So look at what you are saying. They say, you say you applied to this school. Give me 3 lecturers' name. If you did not do it yourself, your visa will be denied. Full stop. This is why a lot of people that go through agents, they end up having their visa denied, and they say, I'll be applying to you, I'll be applying to US. Oh God, waiting, they worry you, only you get the solution to the problem.
3 questions. The 3 questions they asked me was, give me the lecturers, 3 lecturers in the school. I gave them the 3 lecturers. They told me to tell them about the school. I told them about the school. Then they asked me 3 fascinating things about the city where I'm going to, and that was all. They announced, yes, that was all.
And you know, when they say 3 things, you are able to answer that question effortlessly. Do you know why? Because you did the school search yourself. You know why you selected the school as one of the schools to apply to. So you get, even if you didn't prepare for these questions ahead of time, when you have that question, you'll be able to say 1 or 2 things because you did your school search. If you not do school search yourself, you will not know why you selected that school as the school to apply to. Let's say an agent just collected name of school and sent to you. Good. In fact, we are talking too much. Somebody on this live session was asking you for name of school. When you give them name of school and they apply, when they get to visa stage, and then they will not ask them, let's assume we never talked about this. They will not say, why did you select this school? They don't know. Or obviously, they're not going to say, I saw somebody on social media on Dr. Linda's page talking about the school, that the school is good. You know, like, it will sound stupid. So they will end up saying some things that are not verifiable. And US, as they talk, they verify. As they talk, they verify there. They don't use to waste time.
The woman now asked me about the lecturer. She typed it here and then that this is him, this is his qualification, this is... I was like, really?
You're shocked.
And funny enough, like, I was the 8th person on the queue where I was. The whole 7 people were denied. The whole 7 in front of me were denied. So when he got when he got to me, the security person was telling me that, did you use jazz? I said I did not use jazz. I just know what I
Vantage migration to the world. That's the jazz. Some people are going to now be cooking themselves in the village. We will learn how to do it and do it right. Visa is easy. Admission is easy if you know what to do. If you notice, there are many things on your path that somebody that is not trained we fall flat. So And study abroad is not one thing. Like, oh, study abroad, you do it down. Because from school stage to admission, to scholarship, to visa, to arriving in at the school, you know, there are different steps. So even if one thing doesn't bring you down, the next one. Let me give you an example. Like, for example, there are different areas I've identified that a normal person without any training will have fallen flat. One, maybe they will never even choose your school. Maybe they will not choose, because they will not do school search now. They don't know how to do it. So maybe they will never choose your school. So that's the end of story. That's number one. Number two, maybe maybe they won't even be able to have that rapport with the lecturer to be able to get the scholarship that they need. They may not be able to do it. So they will say, last school, they gave me admission, 70,000, I'm not going to resume. Full stop. That's the end. Maybe they won't, even if they're able to get that scholarship, when, let's say at the point when it remains $25,000, a friend will have talked them out of it. Because they will have told them, you don't know how to get study loan. They won't even know that there's study loan, first of all. And how are you going to pay for this? It's too much. Just leave it. Next year, you try again. So they will have left it at that point when they needed some money to finish it. Because you have that confidence. Because you're like, I'm going to figure out a way. I will negotiate further. But worst case scenario, I'll take study loan. That's confidence. You had a backup plan. So that backup plan kept you going. Now, you see so many places, so many obstacles that you have crossed successfully that somebody else may take for granted. Then you get to the visa stage, they start asking you things about the school, asking you about the lecturers, asking you could say these things at your fingertips because you did the admission process by yourself. My dear.
Advice I want to give them is that anybody applying, you must be professional in your writing, in your letter, in your everything. You must just be professional. Know how to your greetings, your body of your letter, your introduction. You must be able to do all those things because when I came, I was like, he didn't know Nigerians, Africans write so well. Like I put Africa on the spotlight. He was like, have you lived anywhere in England or what? My English is so well. I was like, no, that I'm just from Africa. So you must be professional in whatever you're doing, your writing, your communication. Because I did so many back and forth Zoom and all that. Professional, know how to comport yourself, your English and all that. If you don't know how to speak English, it's not a bad thing. Try to know how, just get simple English that you can put together and all that. Helps. When I came here, they started telling me that the man was like, he doesn't know Africans can speak English. And I was surprised, but writes very well. Just be professional.
Yeah. I hope that somebody is listening to you because, like, you know, like all those things that we teach, like how to, you know, letter to supervisors, how to put it together. Do you understand? Those things, because if you leave somebody untrained, the kind of letter they will send, sometimes it's not even, it may not even be about like, is the English correct? It's not grammar. When you are talking, somebody may be thinking you are talking about grammar and grammatical error. That's like one side of it, but that's not really the main thing. Is what are you saying? Are you making sense? You know, what are you going to say? You're going to go and meet the professor. Hey, what are you going to say next? So those are some of the things that one can actually learn from Vantage Migration training, like, you know, letter to supervisors, how to compose, what are the supervisors expecting to hear from you? Because those are some of the things. Some people, they will write me emails, I'll just be shocked, like, guy. In fact, I don't want to go into that, but the whole point is, I just hope that even if it's just one person, that this interview we are doing today hit right, like, you know, open the person's eyes to see that it's one of two things. To see that either, oh, all these things Chidi is saying, I know how to do them. So why not I just go and put them into practice, right? Or, oh my God, all these things they are saying, I don't know anything about it. I'm not knowing anything about it is not the end of the story. Get trained. So if you already know how to do it, go on, implement. If you don't know how to do it, there is an option. Go on, get trained, then implement. So it's either way there is a road, there is a way.
It's always a way.
Thank you so much, Chidi, and congratulations. Super happy for you. Wishing
Thank
you
you.
many more scholarships. Let you reign. Let you reign. Let you reign.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. All right. Take good care of yourself. You can exit and then I'll close the interview. Yeah. Yeah, you can just leave ahead. Awesome. Thank you so much. Wow, it's amazing. Who else loved what you heard? Like, did you learn anything from this interview? Even if you are watching this interview as a replay, did you learn anything from it? Did you catch the story? Like, his interview is so motivating and so eye-opening, especially for people who are looking to relocate abroad. There are so many little things along the way. Get trained. There are so many little things along the way. Get trained. So for people who are looking to, start their study abroad process, I advise you to start from our free webinar so that you know exactly what we are talking about, how it works, and what you should do. Like, you can go to www.vantagemigration.ca, okay? www.vantagemigration.ca to start your study abroad process. All right. And also, if you have already listened to the webinar, maybe sometime in the past, or you are listening, you are going to go and listen to it after this interview, feel free to do so. And if after listening to the interview you have other questions, feel free, chat us on Instagram. Okay, I will show you our Instagram handle. This is our Instagram handle. Chat us on Instagram at Dr. Linda Iheme, okay? So that at Dr. Linda Iheme, so that we are going to be able to answer any question that you actually have. All right, at Dr. Linda Iheme. So someone is asking for the free webinar link. I'm going to show you again. You can take a screenshot. All right, can take a screenshot. www.vantagemigration.ca. This is the free webinar, study abroad webinar. All right, so please, for your own good. I always say for your own good, because when the going gets tough, all right, when the going gets tough, only the tough gets going. When the going gets tough, only the tough gets going. So make sure that you are prepared for this journey. I have so many people that will come inbox or email and say, hey, Dr. Linda, I've gotten my admission. I'm looking for scholarship. I always say that if you have started the process without us, please do well to finish it without us, or start afresh with us. We prefer when you start afresh. Do you know why? Because you will see somebody that just got admission, they don't know, maybe you even introduce them to loan. Guess what? That same person may end up having problem at visa stage when they are asked how did they come about the school. Do you get? So this is why we don't join people halfway, because we noticed that when we started taking people halfway, let's say somebody have gotten admission, come and join us. Somebody have gotten partial scholarship, how do you make it full? All those things. When we started taking people halfway, many of those people that came in halfway still failed. They failed woefully. So we're like, why do we join you halfway and then you fail later? And when they fail, they will say, I worked with Vantage Migration. They will never mention that they joined us halfway. So this is why we now made it compulsory. If you want to finish on your own, or start afresh with us, so that we know that anywhere, anytime, all right, anywhere, anytime, you're able to defend yourself. All right, so take good care of yourself until I see you again. Take good care of yourself until I see you again. Bye.